Yo, what's good? I don't know when this video is gonna come out, probably today or tomorrow, the 30th. But if it is out today, what's good? And if it is out tomorrow, hey, what's good? But with all that being said, man, do have a lot of good clips for today. A lot of good clips. Alright, so let's get right into it.
My guy Cultivate breaks down what these streaks are in your sky. If you've ever noticed, a lot of people don't notice or care, but you may want to watch this.
So here's a question. Do your skies look like this? You see all these? This is weather modification. This is happening on a regular basis. The White House admitted that we can dim the sun to save the planet. Here you go. Here's a time lapse. And soon it will be cloudy. This is what's interesting when you get into all of this. You'll see all of these come out in the sky, and then all of a sudden it'll be cloudy by you. And we've been seeing a lot of this. What's interesting is YouTube has removed a lot of these videos, saying that they go against the community guidelines. And they're terminating all the accounts that talk about this topic, which I find very interesting, because if it's not true, why would you delete them?
Exactly.
These are questions we should also ask. Now, when we think about this topic, here are all the states that are banning weather modification: Tennessee, Kentucky, Rhode Island, Illinois, South Dakota, Connecticut. So if it's not real, then why are they trying to ban solar dimming and weather modification? These are all the bills in which you can look up, and you can find all of the information on this topic through these bills. Now, what's even more crazy is that Congress mandated a bill to block out the sun. Look at this. Solar radiation modification, blocking out the sun to save us and the planet. Does that make any sense? Does it make sense to get rid of the sun to save us? You tell me. It's all good. I think I found a counter. Wilhelm Reich, the Cloudbuster. You guys should look into that topic.
This is the real reason you hate school so much. Your hate for school really started in the prison bus. And I'm not even lying to you, bruh. A school bus is literally a prison bus painted yellow. And then when you get there, if you did not fit in, that just made school even worse. Because you spent most of your time alone and people made fun of you for that, which was honestly fucked up. Let's talk about this outrageous ass cafeteria food, bruh. First of all, half this shit wasn't even edible. And I still feel like they was feeding us prison food. Because why was there always something wrong with it? And I swear, bruh, to this day, I never used any of these complex ass equations. Like, how the fuck does the letter A equal the number 5? And we had to sit there for 8 hours a day and learn this shit for no reason. And I'm not even gonna talk about how college is the biggest scam in American history. Like, how are we $1.7 trillion in student loan debt? Y'all let me know what you think about school down below, and be sure to hit follow so you don't miss any more content. Love y'all. This is the real reason you hate school so much.
Don't we all hate school? School is so stupid. School, I hate even bringing up the subject. School.
So it's another bridge on fire that might collapse. It's happening right now. I think this is the 4th bridge within a couple days. What's really going on? Only difference is this is not happening in America. It's happening in Argentina. I don't want people to say, well, if it's not happening in America, then it really don't matter. No, it do matter, because we are all collected. Remember, it's not America against the world. It's the world against them. And once you understand this, everything will start to make sense. Everything in this world is about connecting the dots. If you can connect the dots, you will understand what's going on. It's all a mental war. They are trying to give us warning signs of what's about to happen. If they can cut down all these bridges and stop all these ships, we get no cargo. If we don't get no cargo, we don't get certain resources that we need. And if we can't get our resources, we're going to be stuck. And if something do happen, we have no getaway route. If you get rid of the bridges, how are we going to travel? We don't own ships. We don't have private jets. We can't get on the airplane anytime. So if they notice, and if they understand that if they can get rid of the things we need the most, we will always be lost. Why is all these things happening right before the solar eclipse? But I know it's just another day. Who cares? People became so numb to real truth in this world, they prefer the lies. What they say, the lies is more entertaining than the truth. Well, we are trying to tell you what's really about to happen, but it's not a lie, so people don't care. I keep trying to tell people, all these movies they made about the world ending, the apocalypse, all this other stuff, they do not spend hundreds of millions of dollars just to keep you entertained. They have to tell you these things so they can avoid their karma. They believe if we put it out there in movies and songs and tell them what's going to happen, as long as we tell them, our karma is not going to come back to them. And this reality is manifesting. All these things that happen in these movies is going to happen right now. Matter of fact, it is happening right now. So it's another bridge on fire that might collapse. It's happening right now. I think
that
this
is so true, though, man. Like, how they like do that? Like, oh, we put the truth in front of them, and we don't get no karma because we already told them, right? But you are still doing something wrong. You see how sick and evil they are? They are so, man. I can't wait till they get that karma for real.
The Nickelodeon logo is Epstein's Island. Truth in plain sight. Hold on. You think that's accurate? Like it's fuck?
That's pretty damn accurate. I mean, look at it.
Oh, wow.
Pretty
And it has the little dot right there.
The little dot. That's pretty damn accurate.
Whoa.
And this is what? Epstein's Island?
Yeah. Wow. This is crazy.
On and on about all the wonderful qualities about Miranda. But I know time permits, and I will consolidate. It's 9 years now.
And bro, why are you behind her?
Miranda has
He's not moving.
changed one bit. All those
Look, she moves over to the side. See that?
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me show y'all. She moved over to the side. He's not moving
Miranda
from behind her.
hasn't changed one bit.
She takes a step. Oh, weird. The Nickelodeon logo is Epstein's Island.
Many people think that this rapper named Lil Xan has gone crazy, but on this IG live, he exposed the realities of being an artist in the music industry. Check this out.
No, the industry just sucks. That's a big reason why I haven't dropped another album. It's because it put such a bad taste after I got sober. It put such a bad taste in my mouth, like to even want to make music, knowing how the industry is. They just want to keep you alive long enough to make their money.
As he explained, it's all about the money, and it makes sense why in the end he was trying to tell us why some of these rappers in the industry end up passing away, because he believes it's easier to monetize them when they're gone. Let me know your thoughts on this.
And if you, even better for them, because guess what? It's easier to manage a artist than an alive one. And that's what sucks about the Juice WRLD situation, is because Juice was one of the most talented people, and now they have this whole catalog of music that did. And who knows if that's even what Juice's vision was.
True. That's so true.
Many people,
like, that's probably not even his vision, what he had for that song, but they just created it for him. That's crazy though. But hey, man, that's what comes with when you in the industry, right? You want to be in the industry, you gotta do certain things. So you're not gonna get in there for free. You gonna have to do something. You gonna have to pay with your soul, something.
But I don't know if I'm tripping out or is this a fucking rat. Is this a rat or is it a dick? I don't know. You tell me.
Y'all still gonna eat there?
Yeah, thank you, sir.
I just came for the Belgian chocolate. That's it. That's it.
Excuse me?
Look at this nigga got Popeyes. What the fuck is that? Yeah, that's a mouse, dog. That's a whole rat.
Come on, y'all. I know you seeing this video, you eating out. I know this make you don't even want to eat out no more. Whoever out there eating out. I don't know, man. That is disgusting. Like, ugh. Real quick before this video continues, please hit the like button. Don't just sit here and watch the video, man. I try to bring these videos to you guys every day, and this is not easy. I'm not gonna lie. So hit the like button, man. Okay, we trying to hit 10K a day on the views. Okay, so any likes counts. Okay, every like counts. So hit the like button.
10 celebrities murdered by their fans. 10. Christina Grimmie. She was murdered on June 10th, 2016. 9. Dimebag Darrell was murdered on December 8th, 2004. During a performance, singer Selena was murdered on March 31st, 1995. 7. Rebecca Sheffer was murdered on July 18, 1989. 6. Colombian soccer player Andres Escobar, July 2nd, 1994. Julius Caesar was murdered on March 15, 44 BC. 4. Albert Boss Bajongo, August 23, 2014. 3. Johnny Versace, Miami on July 15, 1997. John Lennon, December 8, 1980. 1. Princess Diana died in a car accident in 1997. 10. Celebrity.
So all over the world, people are being caught glitching out, you guys. Like, it's crazy.
What is she doing?
What is going on? Look, this dude out of nowhere just hits these guys that were parked here, and he starts glitching out, y'all. Check it out. Look at him. Just watch. Y'all see that? Oh my goodness.
On his head and a camera and just started walking down the clunkety clunk wooden sidewalk.
You look at that. This is literally how it started, y'all. Just like that. And this is how it ended, y'all. Yeah, you know. These are professionals doing their job. It's literally giving me Bird Box vibes, you know, people glitching out, the NPCs glitching out, and all these accidents and the Karens coming alive. All this stuff is going on, and including the uncertainties around the solar eclipse and the military being called for that event. So yeah, y'all, let me know what you guys think about this video. This video is strictly for entertainment purposes only. I am only raising awareness to interesting situations during this interesting time. Like, comment, and share for more videos like this. Thank you for tuning to my frequency. Let's get this shift. Peace in.
This is Jeffrey Epstein written all over it. Diddy is the Jeffrey Epstein of fucking hip hop. He just went down. You can't call this a distraction. This is not a distraction. This is the news. Diddy's a huge music mogul. He's influenced hundreds of millions of people, put on hundreds of artists. You know what I'm saying? The biggest artists in the world. He is not a nobody. He is not a distraction. Okay? This is the news. We know there's something happening in the world, Hollywood, music, politics, industry. There's some shit going down. The world is being turned upside down when it comes to this supposed pedophilia rings out there, right? There's a lot of shit happening. And there's a lot of people also talking about this being just a distraction, right? Like Diddy's a distraction for something else. I want to make myself clear about how I feel about this. I don't think Diddy is a distraction for anything. I think Diddy is the real story. Just like Epstein wasn't a distraction for anything. Epstein was a real story. Harvey Weinstein was a real story. John of God was a real story. Maxine Glaswell, whatever how you say it, that was a real story. P. Diddy, this is a real story. This is
could be, could not. Hey, he been doing some strange things, questionable things. So, hey, I agree a little bit. I ain't gonna lie, I do agree a little bit. How y'all feel about this though? Could it be a distraction? You know what I'm saying? Or is this a real thing?
Worst ways people have died. Jose Melena. Jose was doing maintenance work on a 35-foot-long pressure cooker. Assuming Jose was in Thebeth room, one of his co-workers shut the door to the cooker. The cooker was then turned on to about 270 degrees. After realizing Jose was missing, the workers looked for him. After searching for him, they opened the cooker to find Jose. Worst ways.
That is sad. That's actually so sad.
You are the master of your reality if you can understand that. You live in a fantasy if you can understand that. Bob Marley said something interesting. He said, emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our mind. Have no fear for atomic energy, because none of them can stop the time. These groups, they are designed to deceive There's no truth in them. This is a propaganda and perception game. So as long as you know God, universe, nature, that's your gun. That's the gun you fight back with.
Don't let the propaganda program your mind. Instead, use InnerTune by clicking the link in our bio and take control over what you program into your mind.
You are the master.
Why is he moving so hard? I'm trying to figure out, like, why is he so, like, breathy? That thing don't even look that scary. He just look like a rock head.
As you can see in the...
I would have ripped his head off, I ain't gonna lie. So, if he even tried to do anything.
If you want to know if somebody's getting like in the Illuminati or being tested, is they put them in a dress. Now one of them being Kevin Hart, and Kevin Hart even made a joke about it. He's like, yo, I'll never be put in a dress, I'll never be put in a dress, this and that. Fam, Kevin Hart ended up in a dress.
Why though?
So it's part of what they call like a humiliation ritual, right? Now one of the biggest ones being Dave Chappelle. He said this in an interview. He was in for a movie and a studio like writer came to him. He's like, oh Dave, blah blah, alright, we have a new skit for you. You're gonna do this, you're gonna do this, and you're gonna do it in a dress. And he's like, what are you talking about? This wasn't in the original plan, blah 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 blah. Like, nah, you gotta do it. And he just ended up leaving. Like, he's like, nah, I'm not doing it. If you want to know if somebody's getting like in the Illuminati or being...
Y'all heard what happened over at Texas? Look at this, y'all. A severe hailstorm just destroyed a field of solar panels. How much of a coincidence is that? Isn't Texas experiencing situation with Joe Biden right now? And what we know about weather right now is uncanny that, or very unfortunate that this happened to Texas with everything that's going on with Texas right now. But just look at that, y'all. They're all destroyed. Just broken.
Good.
Look at that, man. That's crazy.
I'm sorry, y'all, but good. Because they think they're going to just keep this grid up forever. Well, no, it has to come to an end someday, right, y'all? You can't keep living like this. It's not even healthy to keep living like this. Work, go home. Work, go home. Like, no. It's got to come to an end. Has to.
Texas, what is going on? And the crazy thing about it is I didn't hear about anything about Texas getting hell over except for that spot over there. So again, what we know about weather modification and how it's, you know, the weather can be controlled by now. So I wouldn't put it past them, you know, to do something like that. Again, they're called the government. It's control of the mind. If they don't like what you're doing, then they have other methods of getting you to comply. But I just thought that was very interesting. Let me know what you guys think about this video. This video is strictly for entertainment purposes only. I am only raising awareness to interesting situations during this interesting times. Like, comment, and share for more videos like this. Thank you for tuning to my frequency. Let's get this shift.
NASA program named after the serpent deity plans to fire several rockets at the solar eclipse. And you know, you see right here, the name of the program is Apep, which is named after a serpent deity in ancient Egyptian mythology. But something that I find strange is that they also did an operation on October 14th. Yeah, they shot a few rockets at the solar eclipse. Once again, why are they naming it after the god of darkness? Oh, but I'm not done. Do y'all remember that asteroid that they said we would start seeing? And they named this asteroid Apophis. Well, let's read what Apep or Apophis is. Apep or Apophis was an ancient Egyptian spirit of evil, darkness, and destruction. As the arch enemy of the sun god Ra, he was a malevolent force who could never be entirely vanquished. I just got a question. Why is they choosing to name all of these space missions after the serpent god of chaos and destruction? But y'all let me know y'all thoughts on all of these Apophis space missions in the comments. Like or follow for more wisdom and stay tuned. Follow me on YouTube if you want that exclusive content and share to somebody that don't know.
I think we have a real problem in our tax system. I think that billionaires have got to stop paying their fair share of taxes.
Senator Sanders, can I talk to you about the 32-hour work week? It seems like Fox Business. It seems like Democrats want businesses to be taxed more, pay their workers.
Really? Is that what you think?
pay their workers.
Excuse me.
I didn't get to ask a question.
Okay, thank you.
Senator,
You want to hold it, okay? We held a hearing on a 32-hour work week because what we have seen is that over the last 50 years, despite a huge increase in worker productivity, almost all of the wealth has gone to the top 1%, while 60% of the people are living paycheck to paycheck. Many of our people are exhausted. We work the longest hours of any people in the industrialized world. I think it's time for a shortened work week.
Could I ask you a question about that? It seems like Democrats want businesses to be taxed more,
Really?
pay their
assumption.
workers more, lower prices, and now pay people not to work.
You know what I would like to see?
How are businesses going to survive that? That's the question. How can businesses survive all of those proposals?
When Mr. Bezos pays an effective tax rate lower than the average worker, I think we have a real problem in our tax system. I think that billionaires have got to start paying their fair share of tax.
Now what the hell going on here, America? Y'all leave a comment below. This is fake, scripted, and for entertainment purposes only, for educational purposes only. Ooh, we TikTok.
I think we have a real problem.
You know what's crazy though? The poor people is who keep the rich rich. It's crazy how things work, right? Because if it wasn't for no poor people, man, it wouldn't be no rich people. So there gotta be poor people, right? It's crazy how it works, right? Crazy world we live in.
Check out this flute playing melanated automation from the 1800s. Let you know Walt Disney was pulling from inventory. They don't create they just steal inventions.
I'm
Shout out to I'm probably a
constantly
dreamer
amazed by
on
the
Instagram,
beautiful
bro.
craftsmanship of the old world. This automaton is almost 200 years old and still sounds beautiful.
With Putin and Russia and them over there opening up that vault, this just make me think of something, right? With that black face. What did this flutist remind you of? This is the quote-unquote flutist that they were depicting, right? And this looked like the same blackface holiday that they be celebrating over there that a lot of us in America will think is racist because of our ignorance and propaganda. And because a lot of folks in the early 1900s making racist cartoon and jigaboo and watermelon comics, and search up all them racist telltale songs they used to be making. I forgot what they called, but like it's like these these jingles. They used to make all these racist little jingles. And so we'll think about that in an American way, but when you go to other parts of the world, what if they just represented royalty? Because we know they had we know they have a black nobility, and they have a group of melanated people that are very, very high upper echelon, that are in the parts of what they call Europe, right? And I think they're in all the land masses. You know, it gets more advanced as the more you start peeling the onion back and diving deep. But wasn't we supposed to be in slavery this time? So you got automations that are beautifully depicted with us playing these high-level instruments and things of that nature, right? But we're supposed to be slaves. They don't want to tell you about your Moorish history, or they don't want to tell you about your Aboriginal history. They don't want to tell you about your American history. That's why they're feeding you misnomers. Because if you don't learn your history, it's deemed to repeat itself. And after you learn your history, it can't repeat itself because you're aware of the fact. Unless you literally is accepting whatever's going to happen. But you know how people say history going to repeat itself? No, it's not. Because we're aware of shit now. Exactly. It can only work if you sleep and you don't see what's going on.
Right. Yeah,
but the veil has dropped. The veil has been lifted. It's dropping every day. It's dropping every day. But that might not take effect in your personal life yet. So you still have to find out how to get glitchy in this matrix. But don't let this system like bring you down. Don't let it trap your mind in, because the matrix is a mind simulation. Why you think you hear people talking in TikTok language and all of this when you see them in public, and it sounds so crazy to somebody that's tapped out, but to somebody that's inside the world, that's regular. Talking in TikTok language, talking in society standards, talking in what's being pushed in the media. Of course, that's regular, but somebody that's tapped out, oh, what's your, you from here, you follow this sports team. No, I don't watch sports. That sounds crazy to somebody that's been watching and indulging their whole life.
Right.
Man, we give ourselves a lot of things that don't matter. One thing I try to do with my videos is make you think like they're reusing old energy, old knowledge, and making it technology. And you got people that say, oh, black people, the black people, they believe white people are spliced from genetics, and y'all pseudoscientists, and you believe technology and the white man. See, they try to play you and use cognitive dissonance and laugh at shit because it's truth to a lot of things. Now, things can be taken to the extremists with a lot of these like cults and things of that nature. Like anything on earth gets pulled to the extreme. But don't let these folks gaslight you, bro. Don't let these folks gaslight you. They're not supposed to be here, bro. Don't let these folks gaslight you. They erase your history. So the people that's in this higher upper echelon in society, quote unquote, and they well off, or they battling capitalism, and black people need to stop complaining because white people facing capitalism and all that, or other people racist. Listen, I understand y'all got your own entrapment, but we got our own shit going on too. You feel me? So y'all keep dealing with that sun though. We gonna keep dealing with this truth. Why y'all chase the bag? We ain't chasing no bag. We don't chase nothing, bro. Like, a lot of people feel like they ain't nothing because they ain't, like, I've been having this self-epiphany of, like, do I want to go in the matrix and learn the skill and do all this, or do I want to sit and watch this world crumble and self-teach myself everything? It's easy to just, oh, I need me a trade. Let me just throw myself in this system. Let me have these people just give my life to me, a blueprint. Let me go to the army because it's set. Let me go to college because it's set. But when you dictate your own life, it ain't no guidance with it though. That's one thing. I know I was just rambling. I went off a tangent, but this is my page. I can do what I want. Power to y'all, man. Check out this flute playing melanated automation from the 80s.
Natural flavors come from nature, but not necessarily from what the label implied. They extract its flavor molecules from the fruit on the tree. Then back in the lab, they mimic Mother Nature's molecules with chemicals.
BS,
so what we do is just manipulate them and create with them and give the impression of, you know, papaya.
These are super sniffers, super tasters. They are plotting how to move the flavors they find in this grove to your supermarket shelf and then on to your stomach.
In our fruit flavors we're talking about, we want, you know, a burst in the beginning and maybe a finish that doesn't linger too much so that you want more of it.
And you don't want a long linger because you're not going to eat more of it if it lingers.
But that suggests something else.
Exactly.
Which is called addiction.
Exactly.
You're trying to create an addictive taste.
It's a good word.
Or something that they want to go back for again and again.
Food companies know that flavor is what makes repeat customers. Natural flavors come.
These people that took over our planet and created whatever they want, y'all. Man, that's crazy.
He breaks into a billionaire's home. He was
in a billionaire home. I didn't see that.
This is exactly what I'm talking about when they love to put the truth in plain sight. Check out this commercial. What are they trying to tell y'all? Crazy.
Huh. I think we went too high.
Right in your face. It's
Right in your
crazy
face.
how they throw this dome everywhere and people will still deny it. Y'all don't forget to like, follow me, and share this. Let's get this out to the people. And like always, God bless. This is exactly.
Now that's crazy how they were just painting the sky. Basically showing us that clouds is not even real. And how recent was this commercial? This gotta be recent, right, y'all? 2024 or something like that. That's crazy.
This particular footage was labeled as a temple that was found in the Grand Canyon. And as you can see, there are a lot of artifacts that look like Egyptian artifacts. And, you know, anybody that's into video and all of that, you could look at this video and tell this is not old video. This is relatively current video.
So this is recent.
As you're looking at all of these artifacts that they found in this tomb, they very much look like what you call Egyptian artifacts. And we all know that the United States government has banned regular citizens from going into the caverns and different things that is in the Grand Canyon. So the question is, who was this person that was able to film this footage? And you may also be asking yourself, well, is this footage legitimately from the Grand Canyon, or is this something that is in Egypt, or what we're calling Egypt today, over in North Africa? And I would just say this type of footage, this is raw footage. It's not edited. These things weren't pulled out and polished. This looks like someone who made their way into a tomb. Half of these things are still buried even. This looks like legitimate footage. So I'm going to give this footage the benefit of the doubt of saying it very possibly is legitimately new footage from the Grand Canyon in the United States. You observe it for yourself and feel free to leave a comment about what you think. That being said, this
might be real. We got all that dust on it. What y'all think? I think so.
Okay, so I just broke this plate and I was making sure I had all the pieces and I found this. What the hell? I have no more of these plates. I have only one. Wait, what?
Put your foot under it.
Okay, so riddle me this. This cup broke in the dishwasher. This is the shard we found. Exhibit A. And the way that it is... No, put it in. It's rounded, so it's supposed to go like that. With the lip of the cup on top. and that's the way that it would fit.
What?
Okay, so I just broke this plate. I was making sure I had all the pieces.
Okay.
And I found...
Yo, we're back with the vegan sweets. Y'all know Chef A is not a baker whatsoever, but these were so good. Oh my gosh, it had me doing that little TikTok dance, that other little dance too. Y'all can see my stiff 9 dance inside. But yes, y'all, I made some banana spice muffins, and it's completely vegan. And of course, I needed the bananas. Of course, I use burro bananas for this, and that's exactly why I'm using a knife, because I've always found that those are harder to peel like the regular way. So I just use a knife. Then I just mashed my bananas till they look like this. I used some coconut sugar for my sweetener. I added in some flaxseed eggs. That's just flaxseed and water, you know, vegan substitute. Added in a little bit of agave, some cinnamon, and of course you just want to stir that. This is my dry mixture. It's just some flour, baking soda, and some salt. And I don't know why, but this mixture was so hard to mix. Maybe it's my measurements, I don't know, but someone told me add a little bit of milk. Maybe that's where I went wrong. As you'll see later in the video, bakers, definitely let me know. I definitely did butter up my cupcake pan, you know, because I did not bring my liners. And this right here is going to be the crumbly mixture, you know, to go on top. That's just some coconut sugar, some cinnamon, as well as some vegan butter. And then, you know, as you can see, my muffins sank down. Oh my gosh. In that moment, I felt like one of those contestants off Cupcake Wars. And then I just drizzled it with a little bit of vegan icing, and it was served. I also garnished it with some more burro bananas on top. Yo, we're back with the vegan sweets. Y'all know.
I'll try that. Yep.
Frosted donut under the microscope.
I gotta mute it, copyright reasons. Let's see though. Let's see how this look. This is a donut under the microscope. Let's see how this look. Please don't be no boogers and all that nastiness that you be seeing. Especially when they do the meat. It be parasites, all type of stuff. Boogers, hair. Just nasty. Okay. Stop. That might be the sugar or something. Okay. It's not as bad as meat. It's not that bad. That's not that bad.
Buying from one single company called Cisco Foods, and they buy pretty much the same stuff. So you go to all these restaurants that have different flavors, but they're all selling you the same things. The US has allowed a huge number of artificial flavors, artificial colorings, and other compounds in foods that are illegal in Europe. So you think you're getting a French fry in the US, but it doesn't have the same ingredients, even say from McDonald's. The list of ingredients is entirely different. In Europe, it's going to have some kind of oil that's probably not good for you, and it's going to have some salt and some potatoes. And in the US, there's a huge long list of things, and they do that to drive costs down or to make it more addictive. So the reason is you think you're eating the same food, but you're not. There's a lot more chemicals in American food. On top of that, well, you are surrounded by pesticides and herbicides at much higher levels. The water quality in the US is lower. And what's going on there is you're not actually putting on a pound of fat. You're putting on a pound of inflammation. It's hard to put a pound of fat on in 1 week. You can do it, but it's really hard. So what's going on there is your cells, instead of turning that air and food into electricity and heat, they were turning it into inflammation. And then as soon as you came back here and you cleared the toxins, then you felt better.
Right. I got a question. How many of y'all grow your own food? You know, and why are you not making videos on how to grow your own food? You should definitely be monetizing that if you are doing that. Get on YouTube, stop being scared, you know, get you a little decent camera and, hey, record you growing your own food. Why not? If you know how to do it.
Why Korea's food factories shock the world. After you see their production process, you'll understand why. This is a kimchi factory in South Korea. Workers pour whole cabbages onto a conveyor belt. The machine cuts them evenly in half. Then the next worker removes the leaves from the surface of the cabbage. Next comes the dehydrating process. The conveyor belt transports the cabbages to a large steel tank. Then, a worker operates a machine and squeezes the cabbages. As the worker opens the valve, the brine goes into the tank where the cabbages are kept. After about a day of salting and dewatering, the cabbage is taken out and put on a conveyor belt. And then it goes to the workers for inspection. They cut off the roots and the bad parts of the cabbages and carefully inspect the cabbage. Then it's put back on the conveyor belt, pouring the cabbages into a sink to be cleaned and sterilized. The cabbage is continuously rinsed by water jets on the sink. Washing is done 4 times in a cycle, and the 5th time, it will be washed manually by the workers. Next, there will be a final process. All the cabbages will once again enter the worker's station. They'll do a final inspection and selection. The processed cabbages will go through a metal detector. This step is to prevent any metal from falling into the previous process. Finally, all the cabbages are put together neatly. At the next stage, the workers start to make the seasoning. They'll be using a lot of radishes. First, the radishes are poured into a sink and washed. The radishes will be rinsed again to get rid of the dirt on the surface. Then the workers put them in a peeler to remove the skin. Where the machine can't handle it, the workers will do it manually. Once the radishes are processed, they are soaked in fresh water. The worker puts the radish into the machine to make shredded radish. Then the cleaned onion, garlic, ginger, and other seasonings are added. In a large container, the ingredients were mixed well. Pour in a certain percentage of broth and various seasonings. After a period of mixing, the sauce is ready. Then comes the manual spreading stage. The worker spreads the sauce evenly on the cabbage. Every inch of the cabbage has to be coated. The coated cabbages will be put on the assembly line. At the end of the line, the workers will put the cabbage into plastic bags. They will be packed and labeled, and then the kimchi will be sold to the customers. What do you think of such a factory?
Wow, that's a lot of work.
Why Korea's food factories shock.
It's crazy how people really work these kind of jobs too. Can you focus? Hey,
This is one of the most dangerous food factories in South Korea, cutting frozen blue flag tuna with bare hands. Rumor has it that working here requires full concentration. Accidentally breaking off a finger is a trivial matter. If the condition is serious, the worker's arms will be cut off. Ever since the boss pulled up the iron box every morning, release the first cage of tuna and start. Tons of frozen tuna are sent.
That is actually so dangerous. Cause all it takes is one mess up, right? Your whole hand is gone. There ain't no finger, your whole hand is out of there. That is too dangerous. Hell nah. You might lose an arm messing with that. I'm just being real. It's been so real. I couldn't do it. I couldn't. They can have that.
Cats exhibit a fondness for milking on fingers. It's a behavior observed across various feline species, wherein cats, when presented with a finger, often display a gentle demeanor and may even tightly grip the hand to maintain contact. What's fascinating is the seemingly addictive nature of this behavior. If fingers aren't available, cats may resort to sucking on their own paws. This fondness for finger sucking stems from their early developmental stage. Like human infants, every kitten experiences an oral period, nursing from their mother. This early experience seems to leave a lasting impression, providing a sense of security akin to a mother's love. Consequently, when cats suck on fingers, it appears to induce a state of relaxation and contentment, akin to reminiscing about their nurturing days. This behavior isn't confined to domestic cats alone. Even larger felines like panthers and young tigers exhibit similar tendencies towards their caretakers. So, if faced with the opportunity to offer your finger to a pet tiger, would you dare? Why do cats exhibit a fondness?
Would y'all do that? How many of y'all got pets? Let me know, man. I hope none of y'all is eating right now watching this, because this is a little disturbing. Like your head is gone and still moving. That's disturbing, I'm not gonna lie.
Could I impress you if the heart was on top, dime was on bottom?
The heart's on top because you had the heart.
Turn your hand over. Nope. Go ahead, turn your hand over.
I've watched this video like 5 times and I still can't figure out what's happening. How does he do this? This guy here on the left is a well-known magician named David Blaine. He's a New Yorker and he started getting into magic when he was a young kid. 1997, he came out with a show that was called Street Magic. It aired on ABC and he's done like a few spin-offs after, and I'm pretty sure he's still on like social media. But how the heck does he do this?
What card do you have?
What?
What card is that?
Can I look at it?
Yeah, but name it. Name it. What is it?
Ace diamonds.
Diamonds, just diamonds. Look, show it to them, make sure it's all right.
Bingo,
all right,
bango.
show it to them
Bingo,
too.
bango.
Bingo, bango.
Bingo, bango. Cool,
Ace of
man. Hold it like
diamonds.
this, look. Lower, 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 watch. This one, same thing. Just remember hearts. Forget ace, just
Right,
hearts.
right.
Watch this switch, ready? See, I switched it. Look, I'll do it again. See it switch back. Just switch twice so quick you didn't see it.
Get up off my shoe, huh?
Sorry. Yeah, switch twice. Look, I'll do it so you can see it. Look, here's the move. See how the borders line up?
Don't put it on the bottom.
Oh, look, no, I'm teaching you. I know I'm teaching you right now. That's how I do it. Hold it tight, though, to make it impossible now, because you know the move. I have diamonds, ready?
Right.
Without looking at it, what would you bet on? Hearts or diamonds?
You got
All right, but pretend bet. Would you bet hearts here or hearts here? Or could I impress you if the heart was on top, diamond was on bottom?
The heart's on top because you had the heart.
Turn your hand over.
Nope.
Go ahead, turn your hand over.
How? How? How did he do that?
Cold it. Cold it.
Oh.
Could I impress you?
And has been ruled by science and industry, but that era is drawing to a close. We stand on the cusp of a new epoch, one of prophecy, puzzles, and signs in the sky. And that epoch begins today.
Our top story, today Springfield will experience a rare total eclipse of the sun. A solar eclipse is like a woman breastfeeding in a restaurant. It's free, it's beautiful, but under no circumstances should you look at it. We recommend using a homemade camera obscura, fashioned from an ordinary shoebox and paper towel tube. This was supposed to be pre-made. Fine, I'll do it myself. Where's the end of the freaking tape? Forget it, we'll do it next week.
The eclipse is today.
There's an eclipse when I say there's an eclipse!
Why is he jumping off the building? Oh. Wait, how are they predicting something that's supposed to happen like years from now, though? 2027? It's crazy.
We'll be
talking about this together for years.
For years!
I finally feel like part of a family.
Oh, I can hear the sound. Just one little peek. It's beautiful.
Now, Marge, your eyes must stay completely covered for 2 full weeks.
Don't worry, honey. I'll be your seeing eye Homer. We're in some
I was trying to say people go blind and all that. No. There's gonna be some different energy that day, for sure. Don't run away from that sun, y'all. Man. That sun is on our side all the time, man. Wow. Shoot, if anything, that's probably the best day to be outside. Right?
Somebody said, what's your sign? I said, the cross. They said, you're a Virgo. I said, I'm a child.
This is an ancient whale. Yeah, I said whale. It's called Pakicetus. It had 4 legs and walked on land. How do we know this? Well, this is a Pakicetus skull. It has an ear bone that only whales and dolphins have. It's what allows them to hear underwater. Researchers think Pakicetus lived both on land and in the water, and was a little bigger than a wolf, but instead of claws, it had hooves, possibly with webbing between its toes. It had a long snout full of sharp teeth that allowed it to probe shallow riverbeds for prey, and eyes on the top of its head that allowed it to keep watch while swimming. Over 50 million years, this critter evolved into today's gigantic whales. This is an ancient whale. Yeah, I said whale.
That don't even look like a whale. That's being real. It doesn't look like a whale. Does that look like a whale to y'all? It almost look like a bear. I don't know. Then again, it kind of do like a whale right here. But I don't know.
Yesterday, I talked about how CERN is planning to use this Hadron Collider again on April 8th during the solar eclipse. Some of you wanted a bit of evidence, and as you can see, they are planning on actually smashing the protons together on April 8th. But there's also another scientific event happening during the solar eclipse that's pretty interesting. NASA has stated that they will be launching 3 rockets directly at the solar eclipse on April 8th. They're apparently doing this to study how the atmosphere is affected when light temporarily dims over a portion of our world. It's also worth mentioning that they've done this before, launching 3 rockets at a partial solar eclipse back in October. But what's strange about this launch is that the project is named APEP, A-P-E-P, which is named after an ancient Egyptian snake deity. According to Egyptian mythology, Apep was a serpent deity known for being the god of destruction, disorder, and chaos. Oddly, when you dig deeper, this deity was known for trying to attack the sun and bring darkness upon the whole earth. Obviously, this is just mythology, but why would NASA, an organization that's supposed to be propelling humanity towards a brighter future, associate one of their projects with an entity known for chaos, disorder, and destruction? And similarly, over at CERN, they have a statue of Shiva, which, according to Hinduism, is the god of destruction as well. Yesterday, I talked about...
Okay, you guys, I need you to listen to this video because this is exactly what I've been talking about. I've even been saying this on my live. People are starting to feel booms and hearing rumbles around the world. I even felt this in Florida yesterday myself and then a few months ago. It first starts out as a loud rumble and then it shakes. You don't know if it's coming from the ground or from the sky, and then it gets a little bit more faint. Has anybody experienced this in Florida? But check this out, y'all.
Day 3 of the insanely heavy booms that shake everything. I live in north central Arkansas, about an hour and 20 minutes south of the Missouri border. Please excuse your girl's rough appearance because I'm out here working with the birds. But there are these incredibly heavy booms, I think is the best way to describe it. It sounds like it's muffled. It's not coming from up top. It literally sounds like it's underground, and it shakes everything. I can feel my feet shaking underneath me. The military isn't really taking any credit for this. There are a lot of people that are saying they're sonic booms, but y'all, I've experienced them. These are not sonic booms. Of course, why would the military tell us the truth anyway, but I digress. So I want to know, how far out are you guys hearing and feeling these? Something is just really strange because they do their training all the time down on the White River, but this has never happened. Not since I've been here. Let me say that. We've been here 2 years, and it's not a secret. Everybody in town is talking about it. So
Now remember, I made a video about this in Florida. Putnam County experienced what's called a sonic boom, and it was destroying people's houses. I'm literally less than an hour from Putnam County, and I told you guys, I felt this, and it wasn't no sonic boom. It was something rumbling.
It sounds like a jet, but it's super loud.
You guys hear that? It's like something scraping the top of the sky, the top of the firmament. It's like scraping it. It's the third day she's been hearing this thing. Yeah, something is going on over here, because I told you I was hearing it over here for the past 2 days, and today's a beautiful sunny day, so it must not be here anymore. So you put that together, y'all. But what a beautiful time to be alive, you guys. Let me know what you guys think about this video. This is strictly for entertainment purposes only. I am only raising awareness to
have you guys experienced that? Let me know. I would like to know. That's crazy. She said she's been hearing it for 3 days now. Don't know what's going on, but it is a good time to be alive now, because we get to witness the rebirth, you know, the rebirth of our people, you know, getting back our freedom. All right, y'all, that was gonna do it for today's video. Hope you guys took something from it, was entertained in some kind of way. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day today, and send peace, abundance, prosperity, and good health your way. And hey, the sun is out, y'all. Go outside, go get some sunlight, man. You know, and enjoy the rest of your day. And all that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.